Climate change. First of all, what's climate change? Climate change is a significant variation of average weather conditions. Say conditions becoming warmer, wetter, or drier over several decades or more. It's the longer-term trend that differentiates climate change from natural weather variability. What will climate change mean for us on Earth? For people, climate change will transform the way we live, causing water shortages and making it harder to produce food. Some regions could become dangerously hot and others unhabitable because of rising sea levels. For environment, polar ice and glaciers are melting fast, with low-lying coastal areas threatened with flowing by rising seas. As permafrost frozen ground melts in places like Siberia, methane, another greenhouse gas, will be released into the atmospheres, worsening climate change. Nature. As their habits change, some species will be able to move to new locations. Polar bears are at risk of disappearing as the ice they rely on melts slowly. Atlantic salmon could be devastated as the river waters in which they breathe warm up. Tropical coral reefs may disappear as oceans absorb CO2 and become more acidic, and that's a big problem for us since corals are one of the main species that produce oxygen and clear water. Limiting global warming to 1.5 Celsius will require rapid, far-reaching, and unprecedented change in all aspects of society. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change said in their Climate Report 2018, with clear benefits to people and natural ecosystems. Limiting global warming to 1.5 Celsius compared to 2 Celsius could go hand in hand with ensuring a more sustainable and equitable society. Consequences of climate change. There have always been natural variations in the climate, but global temperatures are rising now because of human activities. The world is about 1.2 Celsius warmer than before people started using oil, gas, and coal to power factories and transport and to heat homes. The greenhouse gases released by burning those fossil fuels trap the sun's energies. The amount of one greenhouse gas in the atmosphere, CO2, has risen about 50% since the 19th century and 12% in the past 2 decades only. Consequences. Scientists have set a temperature increase of 1.5 Celsius as the safe limit for global warming. If temperatures go higher, damaging changes to the natural environment will probably transform human ways of life forever. Many scientists believe this will happen and predict rises of 3 Celsius or more by the end of this century. Now, the solutions. Paris Agreement. The Biden administration has committed to the principles set forth during the 2015 Paris Climate Change Conference, where nearly every nation on the earth committed to actions aimed at shifting away from dirty fossil fuels and forward cleaner, smarter energy. Captions in order to limit global temperatures rises this century to 2 degrees Celsius or 1.5 Celsius degrees, if possible. Developments in clean energy technology. Car makers around the world are working to develop new battery technologies that will result in the replacement of hundreds of millions of gas-powered cars with zero-emissions vehicles. Climate action at home. Tackling global climate change is a Herculean task, one that depends on international consensus and the efforts of communities, companies, and individuals alike. Corporations, including some of the world's largest multinationals, are pledging to change the way they do business to achieve net zero emissions by 2040. Thank you for your attention.